There are many things that you can categorize our producer, Joe Friezo, here on the early line as a producer extraordinaire, the stat man, a witty guy. How about a tennis aficionado that joins us here bright and early on this Monday on the opening day of action at the final Grand Slam this year in tennis at the U.S. Open. Friezo, happy to have you here on this Monday on the early line.
Happy to be on. I mean, people were saying, I know Donnie told me before the show, why is this at 9:24, not 8:24? We moved it back up, put it right in the middle of the show, where I belong.
Hey.
I mean, almost got rid of 7 and 7 just to do this segment to lead off today, but we got to get you ready for the final Grand Slam up in Flushing. Friezo, let's start on the men's side. Carlos Alcaraz has won the last 2 Grand Slam titles at the French Open on the clay and at Wimbledon earlier this summer. He enters as the favorite at a short 2-1 price. He did lose to Novak Djokovic over in the Paris Olympic Games. Djokovic taking home the first gold medal of his career to add to the Golden Grand Slam now that is complete. And Alcaraz did lose in his first match in Cincinnati in the tune-up event here for the United States Open. Where do you think Carlos Alcaraz is entering the tournament up in Queens?
He's got to be the favorite. I mean, he is the favorite. He's the rightful favorite, in my opinion. He's my personal pick. He has actually had, I think the U.S. Open has been his best Grand Slam. He made the quarterfinals on his debut at 18 years old. He won the title in 2022. Last year made the semifinals. And just his performance in best-of-5 matches has been what sets him apart. He is, since he won that Grand Slam for the first time in 2022, 42-3. So that's why I give him the edge. He is my favorite for sure. Djokovic obviously got the easier half of the draw, which is the concern for Alcaraz. He would have to beat either Medvedev or Sinner before, beat Djokovic in the final. But yeah, I think he's a rightful favorite at the top. He is my pick. I've been burned by Djokovic, as you well know, over and over this year. I'm not doing it this tournament. I'm going Alcaraz to beat Djokovic in the final.
Joe, we take a look at the top 3 listed odds-wise here at the FanDuel Sportsbook. Alcaraz, Djokovic, and Sinner. Then you have Zverev, Medvedev, and Rublev. Talk about an American tennis player. Taylor Fritz, 60-1 to win this competition. Can we at least get American maybe into the semifinals or the quarterfinals? And what's the options here for some of the American guys here?
Yeah, so Taylor Fritz is for sure the best American player in terms of the odds. But, I mean, you have a bunch of depth there. Frances Tiafoe, Ben Shelton. They will likely play in round 3. The winner would play Djokovic, most likely, which would be an incredible match. I like Ben Shelton as a sleeper. If Djokovic is hurt, you never know. I think Shelton could actually be the guy that gets hot. The conditions could favor him. There is a bet on FanDuel I saw. 2 Americans in the semifinals. I believe on FanDuel, there's no gender attached to this. It looks like it's men's or women's. To just get 2 of the 8 semifinals at plus 650, I actually like that a lot. It most likely will come from the women's side. But on the men's side, this is the best chance we've had. There has not been an American man to win the U.S. Open since 2003. Not an American man to win the Grand Slam since the 2003 U.S. Open and Andy Roddick. So Tommy Paul, I like. He could play center in round 4. Shelton, Tiafoe, and then Fritz is obviously the best chance there for sure.
The stat man and the tennis aficionado delivering both right then and there. Friezo, let's go to the women's draw, where as it might feel a little bit more up in the air over at the U.S. Open, the defending champ, an American in Coco Gauff, but she's got the 4th best number now at 12-1, followed by another American rounding out the top 5 and Jessica Pegula at 14-1. The favorite, Aryna Sabalenka, at a plus 210 number. What are your thoughts about the women's draw for the U.S. Open?
So the women's tournament obviously is open, usually more open than the men's side for sure, but it's especially been the case at the U.S. Open. 5 of the last 7 U.S. Open women's champions have been first-time Grand Slam winners. That's why I'm going with Mira Andreeva as my favorite to win the title. Someone off the board, not off the board, she has the 6th best odds, but 17 years old, performed well in Paris, beat Sabalenka there, almost beat Iga in Cincinnati last week. I like her. Talking about the top of the tournament, Coco has really, really struggled this year. Obviously, the letdown in Paris. She was 1-2 in Cincinnati and Canada, so really not the form you want for the defending champ. Sabalenka is the rightful favorite. She's the best hardcourt player in the world. And then Iga has won this tournament before. I would really lean towards, Sabalenka as the favorite. I think Swiatek's got a chance, but I'm going to go with Andreeva to be my kind of sleeper, dark horse, 21-1 champion pick.
Andreeva, 21-1 right there. You saw Joe Friezo's U.S. Open watch list. Let's flash it up once again so we can go through the picks. Friezo, take us through quickly here all of these selections.
Alcaraz to win the title over Djokovic. I like that. That will be his 5th Grand Slam. Andreeva, as I mentioned, to win the women's title. Shelton is a sleeper. I think he could get hot. Maybe the draw opens up. Diane Schneider, I like her. She's actually had a very nice season this year. And then today, Chris Eubanks to win his match, some plus money at plus 126 in the first round.
The tall, lanky American, Christopher Eubanks. Joe Friezo, thank you so much. Are you counting us out? No, that's Matt, our director here on this Monday. Friezo, thank you very much. More on the early line next.